So I got to share this download, even though I know this type of information is already out here in these streets. Why? Because we know everything, and it redefines the definition of teacher for me, because we already know everything. Everything, all knowledge, all knowing, uh, is already programmed into our DNA, because we are part God energy. Or you can describe it as, we have the divine spark of God within. And so within, we have all the information that we need. That's why, they say, and it resonates with me, that we know everything, yet we know nothing at all, because we need to be reminded by our divine selves. We need to be reminded by the spark of God. We need to be reminded by God's source universe, okay? Sometimes we need to be reminded by others. And a lot of times when we are reminded from within, we get confirmation from without, meaning someone will just come along, one of our other selves will say blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying, this is what the download is, and it resonates because either you remember getting that download, or because it is already written in your DNA and you already know this stuff. You just needed to be reminded. And so the definition of teacher has definitely been redefined with me, because teacher no longer means I lead you, I teach you, I'm giving you information that you didn't already have. A teacher is someone who reminds you of what is already written in your DNA, reminds you of what you already know, because you have the divine spark of God, and the divine spark of God is all knowing, omni omniscience omniscient, right? And so anyway, let's get to the download. So I felt compelled to ask the question within, uh mommy mommy God, um did you come from the rib of Father God? And she said, no, I am creator. She said, I created him from my womb. And it reminded me how, that information is already out here in these streets. Like, people are already talking about all these downloads. I'm starting to realize is already out here in these streets, and I didn't even know it, because I was within, because I was isolated when these downloads came to me. A lot of times this information was out here in these streets and I wouldn't listen to it, because fear of knowing something and being, fear of getting information and being deceived by it and going to hell. Christian background. But anyway, pick up these pearls and rock them, beloved. Peace. Okay, wait a minute. I received the message. And all you're getting understanding. And I began to write down. Now, I was struggling with the fact that I referred to God as Mother God and as creating Him, referring to God, she created as Him. And this was the message I was given, the divine increase I was given. So, fractioned in two, God can be called Him and her. But whole, or as one God, is not him or her, but one or all. So we identify God as fractioned, and we identify God as whole. And sometimes that fraction is in two, so we refer to God as him or her. Or sometimes God is fractioned into a billion, and we start fractioning God off into deities and, all types of guardians, angels, and all types of stuff, right? Okay, and so when it comes to creativity and the womb and all of that, this is the divine increase that I got. Creativity is a divine feminine energy who resides in the womb or sacral chakra. We create from the womb, which is divine feminine, and this divine feminine energy in the womb creates all things, men and women too. Men can create without a womb or VV, because they are created with that divine feminine energy, which is called creation or God. God is creator. Okay, and so hopefully you got an understanding. If not, if it doesn't resonate just yet, just know that there's a divine appointment for everyone to get the enlightenment that comes from the revelations that they receive or the reminders that they receive of the information that they already know, because we are all knowing or created in the image of all knowing, and all knowing is written in our DNA, and so we know all things, and we just being reminded, and we have divine appointments for our reminders. Okay, so yeah, again, pick up these pearls and rock the beloved. Peace.